I don't know, it's been a real day. Lamb of the Labrador, he's been up and down, ever so excited around the house.
Oh,
and
I
just can't make it out till he's pinched with shoes actually this morning.
Has he really?
I mean, he's all...
Evening. Good evening, Simon.
Evening.
Oh, your players prepared for the big game?
Yeah, everyone's excited. Saw the players this morning, had a training session, gone through our paces. We can't wait for it. Our first cup final.
Yeah, indeed.
And against a good team as well.
Very good.
Good evening, Simon.
Evening.
Martin Clarity from the Daily Echo, as you know. The opposition have said that they expect a physical game from you. How right do you think that is?
I think you've got to look at the players on the pitch, and some big lads on the pitch, you know, they're not a pushover. They're going to be, you know, using strength against strength with us, and we've got to match that, you know. We can't, you know, come in as wimps, we've got to be men on the pitch, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's a cup final, guys.
Thank you very much.
What do you think your chances are of winning the tournament?
I think we've got every chance, you know. Look at the players we've got, you know, look at, you know, 6-0 last game. They won 1-0. You know, they played well, but we're on form at the moment, so we really fancy our chances for this.
Yeah, but how about the form, with respect, Simon, of Real Pilcher recently?
Yeah, I mean, they've had some good games, but they've had a few draws as well. I know that, you know, Andrew Pilcher himself, you know, will say that they're the favourites, but you look at the goals we've scored, you look at the skill we've had up front, you know, a bit sloppy at the back at times, but, you know, if you look at videos, you know, it answers it all for you, doesn't it? You know, we're the best team in the country at the moment.
Thank you very much.
What will you do if you lose?
We're not going to lose.
How do you know that though?
I mean, it's a game of football, you know. Decisions go your way, sometimes decisions don't go your way, but we're really confident. Yeah, we're not even thinking about losing.
Right. A lot of my viewers are keen to know about the role of your goalkeeper, and have you got any comments on that?
Yeah, I mean, he's a young lad, he's come through the ranks, and he's had a lot of support. I think he's going to be playing for England one day, you know, and he's been showing some of the signs for that in the last game,
really?
You know. He's up for it. It's his first cup final. The boy wants to win some silverware, doesn't he?
Right.
So yeah.
Thank you.
Your teams have not played each other before. What is the anticipation between the players leading up to the big build-up?
I mean, you would think these teams would have met. You know, you look at the fan base for either team. You know, massive following for both clubs. I think this game should have happened years ago, if you ask me. But it's great it's happening now. You know, it's going to be maybe one of the best games ever, hopefully. Yeah.
Right, this is another different sort of question for you, really, Simon. It's been drawn into one of the readers who's said they've spoken with one of the Real Pilcher players, and I must confess it does seem a bit bizarre, but I'll read it out to you just for your comment, if I can do that.
Yeah.
It just says that your players can resort to eating, under management instruction, 20 cans of beans each, and a few days before the match, and actually gas the opposition.
Well, there's been a lot of research recently into fitness and everything, and I'm not really going to answer that yes or no, but you know, there's a lot of speculation about fitness and football at the moment anyway, and I think we should just leave it there, really.
Thank you very much.
Are your team players healthy? Of course, Martin mentioned about the beans and whatnot. You want to make sure that your players have the best possible chances of winning. What do you think that says to the overall public of the UK in terms of players down in 20 cans of beans?
I'm not here to talk about beans, I'm here to talk about winning this cup final. We've got some injuries at the moment. Tim Bishop's got a groin strain, which is unlucky for him. Ian Williams is just coming out of hamstring issues, but players will be fine for the day. Players will be fit and ready for it, no question about that.
How important will your use of substitutes be during a game of this importance?
I think it's important, but saying that, you know, I've been keeping the team as it is. You know, I'm not going to reveal my lineup until the game. But there are some really key subs, you know, there's some good guys who can come on and really make a difference to the game. So that there will be changes at certain points of the game if necessary.
Thank you.
Do you think Ian Williams will be playing? Will he be match fit?
Ian Williams definitely be playing. You know, you just look at how he's progressed over the years, and you know, he's probably one of the top 3 players in the world at the moment.
You mentioned about an injury though. Has he recovered from the injury?
Yeah, it's just a hamstring. You know, he's been out for a few games, but you know, he's like, you know, 30 goals last season, 20 games. You know, how often do you get that?
How often do you have backup for him in case he should be
injured?
Yeah,
we've got backup for him, but you know, we've got maybe a few people who've come through the ranks that, you know, no one really knows about yet. So yeah.
Simon, can you comment on what we believe was said by a number of the real Pilcher players, that your team are getting too tactical and perhaps the game overall, you know, and that there's less spontaneity in the game?
I think whenever you play a team, you've got to look at the way they're playing, and they always try and surprise you with like playing a different formation and everything. But the thing is, Real Pilcher, they're very much just sort of quite boring and just play a normal sort of 4-4-2 formation. You know, I think everyone would say they've been lucky to get this far. So
really, you're saying that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, I think football's about luck and about skill. You know, we're on the top of our game. They've come through lucky. They've had, you know, they had 4 players sent off a couple of games back. You know, and we don't need to juggle the formations terribly for them. I'm confident because I know how good my team is.
Yeah, I remember that was quite a dramatic game when those players were sent off.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. One of your players has undergone treatment for head injury. Will he be playing or standing in as a sub?
Yeah, I mean, John Stevenson he's had a bad season, but he's a really good player, and like, there's no other player like him in the country at the moment. He's fine. He's gone through therapy and everything he's needs to go through, and he's fine for the match. Yeah.
I've got to ask you this question, Simon. You've been in the papers recently with thoughts about a member of your team and allegations. I don't want to mention this player's name, but his private life, and I think we know who we might be talking about. And do you have any comment about that?
I mean, Gucci's young, isn't he? You know, boys, young lads make mistakes. You know, I'm not here to talk about his private life, but you know, he went to another club and came back to us 2 years ago. You know, this club is his home. So, you know, you just got to support. You know, support the lad. You know, put an arm around him. You know, tell him, you know, you're a great player. You make a difference to the team. You're valuable to the team. Yeah, but this club won't tolerate any more nonsense like that, that's for sure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Simon.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Anyhow, I couldn't get anywhere with the dog, and what I was trying to do was to try and catch him after that, and he was hiding.
Yeah, where's he hiding again?
Well, he's hiding upstairs with the shoes.